morning. My name is Leslie Williams. Today's date is December 15th, 2011. It's Thursday. I just woke up. I was listening to a radio program this morning about, I don't watch football very much. In fact, I don't watch it at all. I don't have that luxury. I've been listening to this one radio station where this guy, it's on Coco, and he was talking about how, I think, if I remember correctly, the guy's name is Tebow or something. He prays on the field. Great going, Tebow. I read this every day. Well, I'll put it to you this way. That's not the truth. Because a lot of my days and nights are distracted. But, I hold certain proverbs dear, to my mind in reference to what's happening towards me. And one of them is, you know, I'm sure some people will probably laugh at this video. But there's a verse that I carry around in my wallet, and when I feel down and out, well, actually, I remember it every day. And, oh crap, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's Proverbs. It's a really good verse. And, it talks about exactly what I'm putting up with right now. It says here, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our house with spoils. Cast in thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in thy way with them, refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood, and lurk privately for their own lives. That's literally what's going on and happening towards me. And the really weird thing about this is that, excuse me, I don't know how this might sound, but the other day when I was listening to some YouTube videos, I ran across one that talked about smiley face murders, and I actually ended up taping it on my tape recorder. My civil rights are, and he literally, the person who was making that YouTube video literally regurgitated this, what I just read, that Proverbs, the Proverbs verse. And I was carrying that around in my wallet, excuse me, for over a month before I found the video. And you know what's funny is that verse applies to what's happening towards me. I'm a target and a victim of gang stalking. I'm also an activist concerning it as well. And the thing is what I want to point out is that it's bad enough to be literally taken from your home. I have literally been taken from my home, literally. I mean, I don't know how better to say it in order to be able to emphasize the factual reality in reference to that statement. I mean, if I could find words to literally describe it better, to help people see that is the literal factual truth. I mean, it's literally that black and white. I was literally taken from my home. Literally taken from my home by these gang-stalking freaks. They literally stole my run out of the rail. Literally. And the thing that cracks me up about this, is that over the years and everything that I've been through because of these wild animals, I have come to discover how much the police are involved in this crap. It's almost mind-boggling. I'm 48 years old, and you know what cracks me up about this is that my whole entire life I wanted to be a cop. And I dismissed it because I found out in my younger years I couldn't be one because I have attention deficit disorder. And so I said, okay. But I I always had a lot of respect for police officers because, you know, you're raised to believe they're the good guys. Then when you get older, you start hearing some stories about how some of them are crooked. Well, as you get older, you think to yourself, well, that's you know, when you get older, you start seeing how the world works and everything, and you think how human beings are. And you think to yourself, well, I guess that would be a normal thing, considering that police officers are human too. And excuse me, I just woke up. But this is not good. This is really not good. And what I mean by that is that what is happening towards me in my life is literally happening to hundreds of thousands of Americans right now. Literally. It's actually getting to the point to where this technology and the criminality that has gotten a hold of it, and how it's even infested and protected by world governments, because it's actually going on in Canada and Europe, the Philippines, Great Britain, England. It's getting to the point now to where it's getting totally out of control, and governments are using it for the worst agendas. Now, I want people to understand something. All people that watch this, you know, and want to dismiss this and just look at it as another YouTube video, that is your right. That is your right. But I'm here to tell you today that what I am living through, and what I am going through on a daily basis, is extremely felonious. Electronic harassment that is perpetrated towards me, the computer-to-brain feedback loop. What they did to me neurally when I went into a hospital after I was duped to go in by somebody who at that time, I had no real clue that this person was involved, and as a result, neural implants were literally put in my head. A nose, ears, and throat specialist put one up in my brain through a device through my nose. I have one, I believe, in the roof of my mouth, and that I've had the little scabs and I have found in my mouth and on the top of my head, and then I found information online where people that knew were implanted, they had documented proof they were implanted, talked about how they took video pictures of the scabs and stuff, and they were the same exact ones that I have had and have witnessed before my eyes. Because whenever you put an implant in your body, the skin has to heal, or the skin will react to it. And I also have at least one or two in my back, probably on my spinal column. So, and it was done at the same exact hospital, Oakland Hospital in Dearborn, Michigan, where a doctor was caught putting implants in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of children. And I was in that hospital in the same calendar year he was working. And the thing that cracks me up about it is that I literally witnessed fellow targets being shipped off to that hospital as a result of them breaking down physically and mentally as a result of being victims of the technology of remote neural monitoring, and the people that were literally taking human beings to this hospital, and I know it was for implantation because they did the same thing to me. What I am telling you is the truth. I literally witnessed it before my eyes. Literally. I mean, I can't find words to help people see my memories. You know, what I'm trying to express as far as it being like, this is a lighter, okay? You can't change the fact that this is a lighter, okay? It exists in space and time. It's got physical integrity to it, okay? Well, what I am saying to you comes from literally witnessing, as if I'm witnessing I have this lighter in my hand right now. What I am telling you are things that I physically witnessed, period, end of story. And I can't get no help, okay? So why did they do all this to me? Because they figured they could take me out of my home and then have criminals put along my path to try and literally try and get me involved in prostitution. It's literally almost unbelievable. I am a woman who does nothing wrong in any way, shape, or form. No matter how many people might want to dismiss this or believe otherwise, that is not the truth. The truth is what I'm verbalizing here. And it's almost unbelievable what is happening towards me in my life. Understand this. How can I go on the University of San Diego campus and be harassed by students and by staff in the same exact way that I was harassed by people in Dearborn, Michigan. It's a nationwide syndicate. What they do is stalk people from state. They don't implant people for no reason. They stalk people from state to state, and when a person who is a target goes anywhere, whether it be a Walmart, whether it be a library, whether it be the University of San Diego, the individuals who host this, who are criminally connected to the system, brief the people that work and employed and students, if it's a university, they brief them on how to harass me, to make me feel like I'm being victimized and stalked in the same exact way, because it's all about making me feel hopeless that no matter where I go or even what state I go to, that I'm going to be harassed in the same exact way. So understand this. What is happening here towards me and to me is I've already stated that it's criminal to the extreme. But what I want people to understand is this. The Penn State thing that happened, never believe in your mind for 1 minute that universities and colleges are safe. I went to Google the other day and typed in GangStalking in university, and Google generated 319,000 responses in less than a second. Okay? Yeah. So what? What am I supposed to tell people? I sit here and I make these videos and I say there's human trafficking literally going on university campuses, and the targets are being broken down mentally, psychologically, physiologically, financially, and everything. And when I walk onto a university campus that I've never visited before, and complete strangers harass me in ways that I've been harassed in another state to the exact T, if that doesn't help people see that and by staff as well, literally by staff as well, who's got the power position to influence staff of a university that I have never visited before in my life, never had no dealings with before in my life? Who's got the power position in the community to get them to do that? Excuse me. Who's got the power positions to prevent lawyers from taking my case? So when people want to sit back and say to themselves, I have rights in the United States, that the Bill of Rights exists and that the Constitution exists, and that if anybody does anything to me, all I got to do is go to the police. Don't believe this lie, because you have no idea what is going on right now in the United States of America. I am one of hundreds of thousands of targets that are experiencing this just in the United States alone. Okay, I was a college student when they physically started the GangStalking. I've been an actual target of GangStalking. I'm only going to say it in this video. As far as the first time I physically noticed it as an adult was in 1986. My life has been sabotaged covertly by these means and the power positions in the community ever since 1986. Well before I ever met the freaks in Dearborn, right after the last time I saw my ex-husband. So I want to say this to people today. You know, when you hear about things about how you heard a football player that got hurt by individuals who don't have the morality to realize that it's just a game and you shouldn't go beyond what really the game is all about. It's just about football. Because I was listening to this guy in Coca this morning, and anyways, he was talking about how people, like if a football person was injured, and that if other players knew where he was injured at, they'd tackle him just to hurt that injured point. Well, what do you think I go through? These people took a psychological inventory of what I had been through as a result of being a victim of child abuse and abuse through my younger years, and the homelessness that was created by my parents because they're all messed up. And they literally psychologically developed terror schemes to aid in the bed and breaking me down in reference to my abuse history, the history of my abuse. Okay? That's the same exact concept. The same exact concept. I gotta stop this because it's almost 15 minutes long. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm literally going through this in San Diego, California as a direct result of the San Diego police. They're allowing it, and they literally are involved in this. Make no mistake about it. And those videos are up and coming in the near future.